Hey guys, what is up? This is Captain Benjamin, and today, guys, we are going to do my $300 PC build guide. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for my future $500 and $1,000 PC builds and other tech-related content. Alright guys, let's get into it. Just one thing I would like to say before we start this off. This is just an amazing time to buy a budget PC or any kind of PC really. I just thought what I was able to fit into this build I really couldn't do any other time of the year, and I was really happy with what I was able to do with this. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay guys, for the processor, I chose the AMD Athlon X4 860K Black Edition. I really thought this was an amazing processor for around $60. It is a quad-core processor, clocked in at 3.7 gigahertz with a turbo boost of 4 gigahertz. So again, actually pretty reasonable. It's sort of like one of their APUs without the GPU. So that's kind of a cool thing. And the awesome part about this processor compared to its Intel counterparts, which would be the opposing Pentium, is that the fact it is a quad-core processor, and it can run games like Dragon Age Inquisition, which are only going to support quad-core processors, and that's just something the Pentium can't do. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So it also has a TDP of 95 watts. And it also has an included cooler, so you'll not need to go out and buy an extra cooler on a budget. It is kind of a tight thing to do, and so pretty darn awesome. Right guys, for the motherboard, I chose the MSI A68 HM-E33 V2. It obviously features an FM2 Plus socket. It is kind of cool that it uses USB 3.0, it has USB 3.0 just based on its like $43 price tag. Like, I find that just kind of cool. It is a micro ATX board, which I did choose over a full-sized ATX board, simply because full-sized ATX boards tend to be more expensive, and also with a micro ATX board we can fit it in more cases. So that was just kind of my reasoning behind that. Also, another cool thing about it is it supports 32 gigs of RAM and also supports some higher frequency RAM. So it can support 1866 millihertz RAM and 2133 millihertz RAM. So it's pretty kind of really cool that it can do that. It also has two SATA cables and a rear I/O panel shield. So that is really awesome. So basically, guys, it is just a good bang for the buck board, and there's a lot you can do with it. Alright guys, for the RAM, I chose just a basic 4GB stick. Nothing too special. It is clocked at 1866 millihertz, which actually is slightly higher than the average 1600 millihertz for DDR3. So that actually is kind of cool. But other than that, it is just general 4GB stick of Kingston HyperX Fury RAM. It is white, so it's gonna kind of look a little weird in the build, but for that nice 1866 millihertz speed, it is worth it, definitely. Really, you can just put any RAM you want in there. It doesn't really matter, just as long as it's 4GB of DDR3 and it fits one of the speeds that is supported by the motherboard. You should be just fine. Alright guys, for the hard drive, I chose a Seagate Barracuda 7200 RPM 250GB drive. Honestly, it's just a basic hard drive. I believe it is SATA Express, and it also has an 8MB cache. There's really nothing special about this hard drive. It's pretty good for the price. $22. Not bad at all. It should give you some pretty good temporary storage. I wouldn't even call it temporary. You can do a lot with 250 gigs. I mean, honestly, you should be able to store a lot of games on there. Alright guys, for the case, I chose the RaidMax Stingray ATX-249B. This is a black and steel case, or sort of steel / plastic. It is a full-sized ATX case, but it also will support micro ATX. It actually even has a USB 3.0 slot and a USB 2.0 slot. Pretty darn awesome. My Mac was actually very impressed considering it's a $25 case after rebate. Also, it's got some other cool features, such as the fact that it has some SSD mounts, and it has some hard drive mounts, and it even has a bottom-mounted PSU area, so you can mount your power supply on the bottom instead of the top, which is kind of a high-end case feature. You know, you'll see some lower, older cases, you know, that are like in the same price range, but they will be top-mounted PSU cases, and you do not want that. You definitely want them on the bottom as opposed to the top. And that's really all I can say about this. There right now is a promotion going on for it, but so if you do get it in probably the few coming weeks, or excuse me, in the coming weeks, you will get a bit of a discount on it. So, but that really won't affect it. Still should be $300 because this build is actually a little bit lower, or excuse me, does cost a little just under $300. But once all the discounts run out, it should be around exactly $300. Alright guys, and now for our last component, we have the power supply. I chose the Thermal Tank TR2 500 watt power supply. It's just a basic power supply. It's going to do what you want it to do. It is genuinely a 500 watt power supply, and it is 80 plus bronze certified. You know, I know that I think some people would be a little afraid of Thermal Tank because it's not really one of the more well-known power supply manufacturers, but I've looked at their stuff. They make really good power supplies, according, you know, to the reviews and stuff. It does have a 5-year warranty. It is support Haswell. Not that it matters for this build, but honestly, this is one of the best power supplies for this right now you can buy for price per performance. Just honestly a great power supply. It does have it just simply works. There's nothing, as I said, there's nothing really special about this power supply. So yeah. Alright guys, I think that's it for this video, but don't forget to like and subscribe for more tech related content. I probably will be coming out with a $500 and $1,000 build sometime this week, so if you want to see that, don't forget to subscribe, and just let me know how I was doing in the comments. Honestly, this is my first video on this channel, so just don't forget to tell me how I did and how you think I can improve. Alright guys, have a good one.